Hey guys, welcome to today's live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome in. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. I'm hoping anyway. Should be. Should be a good one. Welcome in, everybody. Give you guys a minute to kind of get in. Alicia, what time is it over there in Japan? I always forget the time difference. Is it 5 hours or is it more? I think it's more. I think it's more than that because you're usually going to sleep when I forget. I forget. You're usually either waking up or going to sleep when we go live. And I have a partner today. She's curled up. She loves that chair. I eyeballed that chair for like 2 or 3 months, maybe 4 months before I got it. I really just loved it. And it was in my shopping cart. And I just kept looking at it and looking at it. And now it's for Mia. It's 3 a.m. Oh my gosh, Alicia. Well, that's dedication. That's dedication. Thank you for being here. My goodness, you're probably so tired. But you can look at Mia. She's just chilling back there. She's my co-host. The other dog, the other one, I call her the other one. The other one, Araya, my baby. That's my baby. She's my baby, but Araya's needs me more. You know, you have one dog kind of needs you a little bit more. She's out in the living room. So she'll come in if she feels like it, but she probably won't. She probably won't come in. So if this is your first time here, I'm Tanya or TitaniumBuilt. That's Mia. And then the other dog is Araya. And the cat, he don't come in normally either, but the door's open. So you may see Rocky. You never know. She really is Candy. Mia is the best co-host. She just sits there. She doesn't do anything. She snores sometimes and it's really loud and it's really funny because it distracts me. Oh, I love you too, Alicia. She said, I'm good. I miss my bed. I bet you do. I always miss my bed whenever I leave, like go on vacation. I'm always ready to come home. Towards the end of the vacation, I'm always ready to be back. So if you guys don't mind just taking a second to hit the like button, all of those good things. I did put the channel membership in the chat. I'll put it in there again if anybody would like to join the channel membership while you guys are here. If you guys do appreciate the coverage today, hopefully you'll consider subscribing to the channel. We are trying to get up to 15,000 Titans. That way we can do our next giveaway. It's going to be a really big one too. I'm really excited. And we're getting close. We're not like close, but you know what I mean? We're at 12,000 some. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But I did want to show you guys a couple things before we get into the court proceedings. So Richard Allen is back in court today. And this court hearing is a little bit different. Actually, it's a lot different. Today, they're going to actually have cameras. Cameras are allowed to be in there filming. They just can't live stream. Indiana normally has, I think it's the whole state. I'm not sure, but I know that these two counties at least have it. They have like a no camera rule where there's like no cameras are allowed in the courtrooms, but they are allowing them in this case for transparency, which I think is extremely awesome because I think that they need transparency in this case. If any case needs transparency, it's going to be this one. It's going to be this one. So the only time that we've ever seen Richard Allen in court was when they've had him shackled and they've been bringing him like to and from his cell. We've never really seen him in court. It's like how he appears, anything. So I think that, we all want to know how he appears. I want to know. I want to know what he looks like. I'm kind of concerned. But before the hearing starts, I wanted to go over a couple, I wanted to go over a new document with you guys. And then there was a news article that I found and they went over like the whole case pretty much. So if you guys have any questions or if you missed any parts of the case, it's going to give you like a whole rundown. So I figured we'll read through those because we have, we're on like a 30-minute delay. So I'm not exactly sure if it'll be like at 2:30 exactly when they're going to release it, or if it'll be like a little bit afterwards because court is starting at 2:00. So we'll just see how it goes. And I have the tab up too for one of the local places that Jan sent me. So, and if anyone sees it come on or anything, just holler at me and I'll be like, oh, I'll get it. I'll make sure that I get right over there. And I will get it up because I've been waiting on this all day. I'm so excited to like listen to what they have to say. Everybody has to say for themselves over the last couple of weeks because they're going to go through. I think what they're going to talk about today is today's an unexpected court hearing. So they put it on in the record to have a court hearing because I think of all of the stuff that's been coming out, maybe like the memorandum and then the crime scene photos being dropped. So maybe that's why the judge wants to talk to everybody and see what's going on. But it is unexpected. So I think it's going to be a pretty good hearing. I think it'll be worth it's going to be worth hearing. Hopefully give us something good. So this is just the order for order or judgment of the court, and it's about the cameras. It has to do with the cameras being in the courtroom. So it says the court has received multiple requests for various legitimate media outlets to record court proceedings to be conducted on October 19th, 2023 at 2 p.m. These requests are filed in case with this order. Pursuant to Code of Judicial Code Rule 2.717, a judge shall prohibit broadcasting, televising, recording, or taking photographs in the courtroom. However, a judge may authorize the broadcasting, televising, recording, digital streaming, or photography of court proceedings or the courtroom by members of the news media under certain conditions. So I probably couldn't go in there, but News Nation can. It says it right here. News media is defined as persons employed by or representing a newspaper, periodical, press association, radio station, television station, or wire service, and covered by IC 34-46-4-1. I wonder what that means. Like what they're covered. That must be some sort of insurance. I don't know. All of the submitted requests meet this definition. So I wonder if JLR would be able to get in there. Because I know he has some sort of media something, but I don't know if he would. If you guys know, let me know. I would like to know if he can get in there. Counsel for the state and the defense have been provided with these requests, and both have previously submitted pleadings stating their positions on cameras in the courtroom. The court has determined that allowing recording of the October 19th, 2023 hearing is permitted, provided that means of recording will not distract the participants or impair the dignity of the proceedings, and the hearing itself is a non-confidential proceeding. The court therefore authorizes the recording and broadcasting of the hearing set for October 19th. And it says the court will not permit photographing or digital streaming of the proceedings. So no live streaming, no taking pictures. All news media will be required to wear/display identification and to wear appropriate attire. 1 or 2 cameras will be authorized for pool coverage of the hearing. Members of the general public are prohibited from broadcasting, recording, or photographing this proceeding. Okay. So no one, okay, I got you. I'll take a pen and paper when I go. And I'll take a lot of notes. The court will prohibit media broadcasting or broadcast during this hearing of attorney-client communication, bench conferences, and materials on counsel tables and the court's bench. The court has sole discretion to interrupt or stop the coverage or to limit to or terminate the recordings and broadcast by a news media organization at any time during the proceedings. Fair enough. And then these are just all the places that got in down here. It just states who's allowed to go in there. Court TV, there's a lot of local places, things like that. So we don't need to go through all those, but I wanted just to go through that with you guys. What did I do? Oh, okay, I was on the wrong page. I was like, wait, what did I do? Or no, what did I do? Oh, wait, it's right there. Sorry. I was like, where did that article go? Okay. So I think this is going to be a really good hearing. They're going to be talking about a lot of stuff, I feel like. Oh, I bet. You got one? Did you get a kimono? Look at me over here. I'm in the chat. I saw kimono. I know you've been wanting one. I hope you got one. Oh, and I didn't even put my little cards where you guys could see my little birthday cards today. So I'm going to read through this article. It's pretty long, but it gives us an idea about everything that's happened in this case. I was reading through it earlier and I was like, wow, this is detailed. So we will read through this and I'm going to keep my eye on okay, just whatever there just for a minute to see. Yeah, I'm going to keep my eye out. Actually up here, it shows us right here up at the top of the article. There's a little video that'll show us if they're going live. If they do, I'll just quit reading and we'll go straight to the court proceedings. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. JLR would be allowed. Thanks, Livia. Oh, he doesn't want to drive 8 hours. Yeah, I could see that. Well, where's he? Wasn't he just somewhere like, oh, he was in Florida yesterday. So yeah, I could see that. Well, it's not like televised. It's so what they're doing is they're going to have it on a 30-minute delay, just like Brian Kohlberger's court proceedings. You know how like we'll get them a little bit later. They said that they're doing a 30-minute delay on theirs. So we should have it 2:30, 2:45, I would think. But I'm not, because the court doesn't start till 2. I'm not sure how long it'll be. Normally they're in and out. I feel like court proceedings don't take that long, but we'll see how it goes. And then there's him from the last time that we saw him. It's been a long time. When was the last time we saw Richard Allen? The beginning of the year? I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time, guys. So it says Delphi murder suspect Richard Allen will appear before a judge in an Allen County Courthouse on Thursday, October 19th. They're not doing it in Carroll County because the judge is from Allen County. So that's why they're going there. This upcoming hearing does not mark the start. Okay, so I'm going to restart. I'm going to restart that. So that way it makes sense. This upcoming hearing does not mark the start of Allen's jury trial. That is not slated to happen until January 8th, 2024, although his trial could very well be pushed back further depending on what happens in court. Allen is charged with 2 counts of M in the 2017 homicides of Abigail Williams, 13, and Liberty German, 14, whose bodies were found near a creek not far from the Monon High Bridge, where they were last seen alive. Although a Snapchat video was taken from German's phone, showed a suspect approaching the girls before their death, police would work to identify the so-called bridge guy. Years would pass before police arrested the suspect. Around this time last year, and it was in October, Allen, 50, was taken into custody and charged with 2 counts of M in the deaths of Williams and German. Sorry, had to cough. I swear since I went to the dentist, like I just have like this weird, like I feel like I'm losing my voice. And that was a while ago. Thursday's status hearing will be an opportunity for Allen County Judge Francis Gall to check in with parties involved in the case. That includes representatives for the state of Indiana who will be tasked with proving beyond a reasonable doubt that the now 51-year-old Allen ended the lives of 2 innocent teenagers back in 2017. It also includes Allen's defense team, public defenders Anthony Rossi and Andrew Baldwin, who will likewise have to prove their client did not kill the teens. I'm gonna put you on this side, the chat on this side. That way I can see you guys. That's better. I can see you guys a little better there. Maybe if I flip it. I have like a huge screen in front of me too. That's the thing. I should put it on this one, but that's okay. Prosecutors and police have argued Allen murdered the teens after they found a bullet recovered near one of the girls' bodies. Had been cycled through a gun investigators later found at his home. The Carroll County prosecutor who first brought the double murder charges against Allen last year also cited witness testimonies that placed Allen near the Monon High Bridge the day the teens disappeared. Meanwhile, Allen's attorneys have pointed the finger at Odimism, a white supremacist cult they allege have ties running deep through the Westville Correctional Facility, where Allen is now housed as one's responsible for ritualistically sacrificing the girls in 2017. In the year since Allen's arrest, the public has seen large swaths of sensitive information made public for the first time. Those possible insights onto what might have happened to Williams and German were sealed for years and made known to the public largely through court filings and motions related to Allen's case over the last year. However, they have yet to be officially argued in court. Gall will likely set the tone for how that could go moving forward. While Thursday's status hearing is not the first time Allen has made a court appearance since his arrest, it does mark the first time cameras will be allowed in the courtroom, putting a case that has haunted the Delphi community for 8 years freshly into the spotlight in a new way. Ahead of Allen's status hearing at 2 p.m. on Thursday, there's a glimpse back at what we've seen played out in court so far surrounding the murder accusation against Richard Allen. So then it's going to give you like a timeline. And I actually have a picture, that exact picture, on my phone, pretty much. This one right here. I think this This is to the Monon High Bridge. Is this the Freedom Bridge? The blue one? I bet you, Jan would know. Let me know which one this is, Jan, if you know. I think this one's the Freedom Bridge. The blue one, but I'm not sure. But we walked through it. I mean, it was on my video. So when I was like, wow. It's just weird when you've been there and then you see it. I don't know. But yeah, very strange. Thanks, Jan. There's actually even like a little small red bridge. I'm not sure what that one was called. I'm sure it has a name too, but it was if you were to go the opposite direction of this bridge here. But it's very beautiful out there. Very, very beautiful. I can see why Abby and Libby wanted to go out there and take pictures and hang out. Like, I could definitely see it. Especially because there's nothing to do in those small towns. So February 13th, 2017, the teens were dropped off. Abigail Williams, 13, and Liberty German, 14, are dropped off by a relative near the Monon High Bridge. The teens plan to take advantage of a nice day off from Delphi Middle School to go hiking near Monon High Bridge. This is the same date. So February 13th, 2017, Allen is on the bridge, according to later interviews. Richard Allen would eventually tell police he was on the trail from 1:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. on this day. He said he parked at the Old Farm Bureau building, which was later confirmed to be the former Child Protective Service building, and saw 3 girls at the Freedom Bridge. Allen told investigators he did not speak with the girls as he walked from the Freedom Bridge to the Monon High Bridge. He also tells police he saw girls on the trails east of Freedom Bridge before going to Monon High Bridge to watch the fish. Note to self, red flag number 1. I should grab my red flags. You cannot see the fish from the Monon High Bridge. You're up too high. You can't see through that dirty water. I've been there. You can't see through the dirty water. That's crazy. Note that Allen told police this information in 2017, but it did not come out that police actually spoke with him until his arresting probable cause was released in November 2023. And we read through that here on the channel. February 13th, 2017, the girls were reported missing. When the relative returns hours later to pick the girls up, they were nowhere to be found. Family reports Williams and German missing that evening. February 14th, 2017, that's when their bodies were found. By Tuesday the next morning, a massive search led by a coalition of law enforcement and volunteers is underway to search for the girls. Fears already begin to percolate in Delphi's tight-knit community that something terrible could have happened to the 2 missing teens. That afternoon, the bodies of Abigail Williams and Liberty German are found in a wooded area along Deer Creek, northeast of the Monon High Bridge. At the time, police only confirmed 2 bodies were found and did not release their identity. February 15th, 2017, Abby and Libby identified Snapchat video was released. Authorities confirmed the bodies were Abby and Libby's and that they were investigating their deaths as homicides. Authorities released few details on what was at the crime scene. An FBI agent reveals in later documents that pieces of clothing from one victim were missing and that it appeared the girls' bodies were moved and staged. There were no visible signs of a struggle, according to FBI documents. The agent suspected a souvenir had been taken by the killer and noted that it was common for perpetrators to memorialize the crime scene with pictures. Says that that they said that that's weird that they worded it like that. Why they say pictures, I don't know. Maybe that's what they took, but I don't know how they would know that. Police revealed later that same day that they recovered German's cell phone, which they believe contained video of the suspected killer. A Snapchat video apparently taken by German before her murder appeared to show a man wearing a brown hat and dark blue jacket approaching the girls on the bridge. February 18th, 2017, memorial service held for Abby and Libby. The community mourns the loss of Abby and Libby while reiterating their fear that a killer may be living among them. German was remembered by a friend as being a nice and happy person who loved to swim. William's mother said her daughter was very special, very giving, who would have gone on to do big things in life. February 22nd, 2017. 1 week after the girls' bodies are identified, police release audio from German's cell phone. For the first time, the public hears a man say "down the hill," which was made as an apparent command to the girls prior to their murder. Authorities released the audio in a loop in the hopes this mysterious suspect's voice by then known as Bridge Guy, would be identifiable to someone in the community. In later years, it would become known that the full recording was 43 seconds long. I want to know what's on the rest of that recording so bad. I hope she got something. I have a feeling that it's something that's good. July 17th, 2017, even if it's not like the suspect per se, maybe it's something, she got a glimpse of something like, the gun, and maybe they can blow up that picture of some sort. Like if it's a camera, like say she's taking a video and she has it in her hand and it faces the gun, and maybe they can get like the serial number and match it like that way, something weird. I don't know, but hopefully she got something, because if she would have got the suspect, I think, any closer or like to her, then maybe they would have been able to identify him by now, like before the 5 years is the only thing, only thing I'm thinking. Oh, Rita, I know we're going to do Long Island. I think tonight. Yeah, tonight. Man, I had to think about it for a minute. We have so much stuff to go over, guys. Yeah, so we're going to do that tonight. I just happened to look right in the chat. So thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate it. Sorry if I don't see you guys in the chat as much. It's just because I'm reading. But it says here that July 17th, 2017, first suspect photo released. Months after the death of Abby and Libby, authorities released the first suspect sketch related to the Delphi case. It depicts a seemingly middle-aged man with a goatee and shaggy hair poking out of a hat. The man was drawn wearing a jacket and hoodie similar to what was depicted in the grainy video taken from Liberty German's Snapchat video. Thousands of tips flood into authorities following the release of that photo, but no arrests are made. And then we go from this July 17th, 2017, all the way to April 22nd, 2019. Nothing for like over a year. As the community holds more memorial services and families work to find answers, 2 years pass without any public update on the Delphi murders case from authorities. Then comes a passionate press conference in the spring of 2019, which sees investigators release new audio taken from Liberty German's cell phone and cast fresh allegations against the mysterious suspected killer or killers. Indiana State Police Superintendent Doug Carter announces the release of a second suspect photo, which depicts a younger man with no goatee and curlier hair. Audio released by investigators here in April 2019 contains new muffled sounds and the word guys. Investigators indicate the guys statement and down the hill statements are two distinct clips that have been edited together. So it's not like guys down the hill. He says guys at one point, and then at one point he says down the hill, but they just spliced it together. Does that make sense? I'm gonna grab my drink real quick. Okay, so yeah, the two pictures are they are a lot different to me. There's no denying that. There's really no denying that. But then Doug Carter said if you combine them, it's the suspect. That part I'm still a little confused over. I am. But I know that in sketches, a lot of times that they will make them, how like sketches will like look kind of funky. They'll make something prominent, like look like, so say I had big eyes. They would if I had a sketch made of me and I was like a missing person or something, they would make that, or even like a criminal, like they would make that more prominent because they want people to notice that so that way they will like associate that with me if they were to see me, because they would see the big eyes, if that makes sense. So maybe there's something prominent on these two sketches. So that's why they're saying they're both true, but I still just don't get it. They don't look anything alike. Carter then makes comments directed to the killer, who claims he is likely in the room or watching the news conference at that very moment. I speak now directly to the killer who may be in this room. We believe you are hiding in plain sight, Carter said. October 22nd, 2022, Richard Allen was arrested. Richard M. Allen, 50, is arrested in connection with the M's of Abigail Williams and Liberty German 5 years after they were unalived. Detectives with the Delphi Double Homicide Task Force take Allen into custody at the Indiana State Police Post in West Lafayette. He is taken to the Carroll County Jail. And then there's his picture. We only have a few pictures of Richard Allen, too, I feel like. Oh, thanks, Dustin. What was I was going to say something now. I can't remember. Oh, I just wanted to look to see if we're on like a commercial or something. It looks like so. Up there, I was looking to see if they were doing anything. So October 28th, 2022, formal charges and a transfer. Carroll County Prosecutor Nicholas McClellan announces Allen faces 2 counts of M for the 2017 unalivings of Williams and German. ISP Superintendent Carter also reiterates his belief Allen was the man on the bridge and the man seen in German's Snapchat video. Documents related to Allen's arrest, including a probable cause affidavit, are ordered to be under seal for 30 days per McClellan. Allen is transferred to the White County Jail, and McClellan determines Allen will be held without bond. Court records from October 28th show a judge set Allen's bond at $20 million, and it is unclear when that is amended. Allen pleads not guilty to both counts. November 14th, 2022, the court appoints public defenders Anthony Rossi and Andrew Baldwin as Allen's defense team. November 22nd, 2022, conflict over arresting probable cause. The prosecutor's decision to not release the probable cause affidavit for Allen's arrest becomes the center of a special hearing. Carroll County Judge Benjamin Denier had previously granted a motion put through by McClellan to keep all documents related to the Delphi murder case, not just the probable cause affidavit, under seal. Judge Denier recuses himself from Allen's case. In an order announcing his recusal, can't say that word very good, Denier says he determined the particular circumstances within the underlying case warrant a special judge be appointed. Although he never outlines what specific special circumstances he referred to, previous emails and court documents show Denier's safety concerns that he, as well as his staff, are overwhelmed by public attention and requests for information. It's at this point, attorneys for Richard Allen push for the release of the probable cause affidavit to be made public. Baldwin says he wants the documents publicly released because his team is not impressed with the lack of evidence in the document. Also during the hearing, McClellan reveals his belief that others may be involved in the unalivings. That ain't good. November 28, 2022, change of venue request. Allen's attorneys file a motion for a change of venue change of venue for his trial according to court documents obtained by 13 News. In the motion, attorneys Baldwin and Rossi cite extensive media attention of the case and stat that it could be argued that the amount of publicity that this particular case has received in the past 5 years plus years will make it difficult to find a jury that has not heard of this case. You can take that case to Africa. They're probably going to be like, yeah, we heard of it. Libby, yeah. Yeah, Richard Allen, we know. I mean, really, everyone knows this case. November 29th, 2022, probable cause affidavit released. Special Judge Fran Gall orders redacted court documents to be publicly released. These 12 pages of court documents include the probable cause affidavit for Richard Allen's arrest, the decision to release a redacted version, and murder charges. According to Gall, prosecutors failed to prove clear and convincing evidence to prevent the public from reading the court documents. The redacted version removes witnesses' names and identifying personal information about Allen. The probable cause affidavit says Allen was on the Monon High Bridge trail between 1:30 and 3:30 p.m. on February 13th, 2017, the day the girls disappeared. The document also says Allen is a man seen on previously released videos of a suspect on the trail who directed the girls to go down the hill. Investigators first interviewed Allen in 2017, and he allegedly confirmed then that he was on the trail that day Abby and Libby disappeared. Allen also tells police he had nothing to do with the unalivings. Sorry, I'm trying to watch my language a little bit here and there. Thank you, Angela. Thank you for upgrading. You upgraded to be a Titan Tier 2. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you, guys. You guys are amazing. was talking about that last night, actually. I was like, I have the best chat. I really do. And I don't know. If you guys weren't in another chat, I'd be mad because like I would be like, well, the guys need to be in my chat. Because I really do like you guys. I really do. That's why I'm here every day. That's why I'm here every day. Where were we at here? I think it was okay. On October 13th, 2022, the affidavit shows investigators conducted a search warrant on Allen's residence. During that search, they found a Sig Sauer model P226, which the Indiana State Police Laboratory said they performed analysis on. Investigators allege in the probable cause an unspent round found within 2 feet of one of the victim's bodies was recovered from Allen's home. The probable cause also outlined Allen's movements that day, as well as witness allegations that they saw Allen in the area of the Monon High Bridge. So then December 2nd, 2022 comes and happens, and Judge Gall issues a gag order that prevents all parties from speaking publicly on the case. Involved parties, counsel, law enforcement officials, court personnel, the coroner, and the family members are not allowed to speak publicly on the case. A hearing is scheduled for January 13th, 2023 at 10 a.m. in the Carroll County Circuit Court. At that hearing, the judge will review the order to decide if it should remain in place. Anyone who violates the gag order could be held in contempt of court and is subject to fine or incarceration. They're not messing around. December 9th, 2022, request for privacy. Richard Allen's attorneys say they want their planned defense kept secret from everyone, including the prosecutor in the Delphi murder case. December 12th, 2022, private hearings requested granted. The judge approved that request for private hearings. In a filing to the court, Allen's attorneys asked for funding for the cost of experts. His attorneys point out that Allen does not have the money needed to help in his defense. Allen's attorneys also asked for the judge to order court personnel and court reporters to keep any information in the court hearings confidential. I don't know how I feel about, like, if you don't have money for a defense, like, you can get all of these witnesses, like all these experts. Like, shouldn't there be like an amount you get? Like, I mean, he was working a full-time job when he was out on the outside, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Because like, then they spent all this money on all of these, experts. And let's say if he's guilty, let's say this guy's like guilty. We knew he was guilty. Then I don't know how I feel about that. But I mean, I think that in this case, he probably should have every expert that he needs. Because he wasn't looking good last time. And I will say that. But it's just weird that they they do that. But that's just me. I'm still learning I'm learning the law with you guys. I feel like. So it says, Allen's attorneys also asked for the judge to order court personnel and court reporters to keep any information in the court hearings confidential. January 14th, 2023, jury trial location. Judge Galls decides the jury will come from Allen County, but the trial will be held in Carroll County. That's because they want the money for Carroll County that the trial will bring. January 23rd, 2023, the jury pool county decided a jury for the Delphi murder case will come from Allen County, Judge Gall says. According to court documents, Judge Gall determines the jury will be drawn from the northeastern Indiana county, whose county seat is in Fort Wayne. April 5th, 2023, defense attorney claims prisoner of war conditions. Richard Allen's attorneys file a motion to have him moved to a new prison immediately. At that point, Allen had been held in the Westville Correctional Facility for 6 months. His attorneys claimed Allen was being treated worse than inmates, even as he was presumed innocent. They laid out a list of treatment allegedly experienced by Allen, including Allen's cell being 6 feet by 10 feet in size. I need a ruler. I wonder how big that is. It seems kind of small, but I mean, it's a jail cell. How big is it supposed to be? He's only 5'4", isn't he? I mean, just saying. How big are your normal jail cells, I wonder? Is anyone 6x9 or something, isn't it? 6x9? I think it's even smaller. Let me see. Okay, look at that. 6 by 8 feet is the average prison cell. Let's go to jail cell. Let's see if it's different in a jail. They have pods though normally, like bigger pods. 6 by 8. So Okay, well, that's not a problem then. We just looked that up. Him sleeping on a pad on a concrete floor. Only allowed to shower 1 or 2 times per week. Required to wear the same clothes, including underwear for days that are soiled, stained, tattered, and torn. Well, why is he like soiling his pants? No opportunity for Allen to visit his wife or family members in the past 5 years or 5 months. Sorry, 5 months. The electronic tablet he uses to call family members is monitored by prison officials, and the cost of the calls are being borne by Allen and his family. That's how it goes. You call out from jail, you have to, it's a collect call. You have to pay for it. Allen is afforded very little recreational time. I think they get an hour a day. Information, and that is little, I mean, but it's enough. That's what they say anyway. Information Allen's attorneys provided to him to review as part of the defense on March 24th are yet to be provided to him as of April 3rd. Okay, that's like a week. It is difficult for his attorneys to meet with him given his segregation and isolation, which keeps him from being able to assist in his defense. Like, I wonder why it's difficult for them. Like, why? Because he's in segregation? Do you have to go through extra security or something? I don't know. But we did read the document. We saw the 136 pages. That was a lot. His attorneys described Allen's conditions as akin to those of a prisoner of war. At the time, Allen was one of 22 people housed pre-trial with the Indiana Department of Correction. In a meeting on April 4th, his attorneys claim Allen seemed to be suffering from memory loss and an overall ability to communicate rationally with his attorneys and family members. That's when he confessed to his wife. So I think that part right there, they're just trying to do recon because they're like, shit, why did you go and confess to the missus? You know, we got to say you got memory problems. You don't know what you were doing. I feel like that is kind of what they were going for there. Allen's attorneys also submitted images meant to show his condition is deteriorating rapidly. May 5th, 2023, subpoenas issued. Prosecutors issued subpoenas for locations with ties to Richard Allen. CVS, Allen's former employer, in Delphi and Westville Correctional Facility, where Allen had been held since November 2022, were both asked to provide documents and records. The specifics of which documents and records the prosecutor wants to see were not made public. The subpoenas were requested by Carroll County Prosecutor Nicholas McClellan on April 20th and approved by the judge Francis Gall on May 3rd. Allen was once employed as a licensed pharmacy technician at the CVS in Delphi. He doesn't look like a pharmacy technician to me. That's why I don't get hold on. I don't get this. How can he be the pharmacy technician, but he gave pictures of thank you. But they gave pictures of Abby and Libby to one of the I think it was to Abby's mom. So he can't be working in the back in the pharmacy and be up front. They don't do that at CVS. No, sorry, they do not. They don't do that. I will say that. I'll put my foot down on that one because I know me CVS's. Thank you, Jen. Let me see what she said. Where was that? WishTV.com. They have live vlog. Okay, thank you. I was looking up at the little corner of this little guy. It's like let me see if it's doing anything. There. Doesn't look like it. Oh, it says we'll be right back after a short break. So, trying to see. I'm on the watch live, maybe. Let's see. And then I'll share the tab with you guys too. Let's see. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, no, that's not it. Sorry, let me redo that. Sorry. Oh, but right there was probably, I was just a commercial. Sorry, that's probably right, wasn't it, Jan? Sorry about that, guys. Again, we're going back. Sorry, that was playing in the background. That's what it was. Sorry. I was getting confused there for a minute.
A man shot by police at a Southside gas station is in the hospital. What led
Are they showing it on that, on their live?
Suspect Richard Allen is due in court today for a hearing in the Delphi double murder case. What the judge is set to consider as cameras are allowed inside the courtroom for the first time.
And we have some rain across much of central Indiana. We'll talk about when the rain comes to an end. And
they're not streaming it. They're Crimes Have Consequences. They're not streaming it live. They're streaming it on a 30-minute timer. So we thought maybe they were on there, but I don't know if they are or not.
After a high-stakes trip to Israel, how much monetary
a live vlog. I got you, Jan. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking like go to their live like page. Let me see. Let's see if I can go back to the front page. There it is. I see where you're. Okay, I see. Oh, okay. So we can get like a play-by-play. Awesome. Let me share this with you guys. This is what Jan meant. Thanks, Jan. You're the best. Okay. So we won't listen to it. I'll read it to you guys if you want. But it's just like a play-by-play. I should have got onto Twitter too. I didn't even think about that. Well, I can't. They weren't live tweeting. So never mind. It's so weird. Every case is different. Some they're allowing, people to go to like have cameras in, some cameras no. So at 2:02 p.m. guards are milling around. Sorry. And I'll find a video for you too. Milling around outside the courtroom in our video feed, just for something for them to say. Waiting for Richard Allen to be brought into the courtroom. We're told the judge will enter 10 minutes later and start the proceeding. 2:15, attorneys have entered the courtroom. We appear to be closing or close to starting. At so at 2:15, the judge has entered the courtroom and the hearing has begun. At 2:29, the judge announces that Allen's attorneys have confirmed with the court that they are withdrawing from the case. That's weird because Vinny Politan, I was listening to him earlier, Vinny, and Vinny was like, they won't fire him. But what if they fired him? And they were like, you either resign or whatever. Like one of those things is if like you resign or you get fired kind of deal. So maybe they're like, if you recuse yourself, we won't make you recuse yourself. Get what I'm saying? There might be more context to this. 2:30, wow. So that's embarrassing. Okay, that's embarrassing. And I mean, dang. I don't know if I feel bad for Richard Allen or not. I don't know what to feel about him, you know what I mean? But I kind of feel bad for him almost like he's literally in a little bit of a pickle. Yeah, Angela. Holy effort, she said that. That's a perfect comment. Oh my Lord, have mercy. There was supposed to be T. Salas that's we were waiting on, but apparently they're not going to have it. So let's go back over here. At 2:31, Allen is not in the courtroom and has been transported back to Carroll County. The judge discussing a new trial date. That means that means trial is not going to start in January. Oh, but I needed it to. The judge resets another court date for October 31st and dismisses the hearing. Well, that's what they had another one for the 31st anyway. So his freaking lawyers quit on him. Good golly. Me too, wizard. Me too. I'm surprised that the crap out of me. Like, that's so crazy because like I was listening to Court TV. It was supposed to be played last night, I think, but it came out today because I just saw it right before when I was getting in the shower before the live, and I played it. And I was listening to it while I was in there. I was just listening to Vinny Politan, and Vinny was like, this lady She's the only one for the defense. Like she's the only person for the defense on this little panel at the end. I should play the end of his panel because she's saying they're probably going to get fired or something like along those lines. And they're all saying, no, they won't. I think that they got fired. I think it was not like, you know what I mean? It was either you take yourself off of this case or we're going to take you off of it. And it's going to be public. And then people are going to see that and they're not going to want to use you as an attorney. But they quitters. I would not want them as my attorney. They quit. We haven't even started trial yet. You're not allowed to quit. Can attorneys quit? Are they allowed to quit? Like, well, I mean, look at Sarah Boone, for God's sakes. That woman's had 7 attorneys. Thank you, Angela. She said, oh my God, people need to hit or touch the DNA on the like button. Thank you. Everyone hit the like button for us. Man. Crimes and consequences. I didn't even see your comment when I said that about Sarah Boone. I didn't even see that. Wow. So I know I wouldn't represent Sarah neither. Oh, Lordy mercy, Sarah. Something's going on. Me and Jalen were supposed to have a date and we were supposed to go to court. What the heck? We're ready for it. We'll be there in January, so he better be there too. What the heck? I didn't see this. Happening. I'm about to am I about to go through this case even more in depth? And I feel like we've been really, really in depth with this one, but we need to hear from some people. I feel like this is insanity. So they just quit. Okay, well, me too. I quit. See you later. Maybe they will. Crimes have consequences because they're not going to be under a gag order. Wow. Let's go over here for a minute. Let me go to the Twitter. I like calling it Twitter still. I'll never call it X. I'm going to grab my drink real quick. But yeah, I'll never be able to call it X. That sounds so weird to me. Okay. What's this? Oh, never mind. What? Someone said no trial until 2025. Now my guess. That's what I would say too. I was going to see if I could go to see if anybody's talking about it. There should be somebody. I think that's what I just read pretty much. It says here, earlier this afternoon, the attorneys have withdrawn their representation. Gall announced, that's the judge. Rosie will be submitting a written motion and Baldwin withdrew orally. Judge Gall told the court she would reach out to see about counsel for Allen. Allen is now without counsel and still in need of a defense team. He has been transported back to the Department of Correction. Man, that ride back must suck. Gall said that means his trial will likely be pushed back. Attorneys are required and have indicated that they will cooperate with excessive counsel. Without counsel, Allen's hearing cannot proceed. Gall indicated the situation was outside of their control and apologized to the court. Man, something happened. Someone's in trouble. Good thing it ain't me. Oh, no, it's not. No. So, okay, no, Angela, YouTube still has the live chat. I thought the same thing. It's a glitch or something. If you go to the comment section after the live, not directly after it, it does take like an hour to upload, but go to any live, go to the comments and swipe over at the bottom. There's no live button. There's no way to find it other than if you go to the comment at like where it says comments, like that little gray box, and you slide it over. I didn't know that until the other day. Vincent showed me because I'm like, why are all these creators turning off their live chat? And I'm like, why is my live chat off? What is going on? I put my live chat on every live. And he was like, no, you have to do it like this. He figured it out. He's better at it than I am. So I'm glad you actually said that. So yeah, so YouTube, it's like, it's a glitch. They keep changing things on YouTube. It's fine to change it. I don't mind the changes, but let me know before you change it so I know. Yeah, me either, Wizardwall. I want to hear the explanation. I do. I want to hear the explanation that they have. Let's see what else, if there's anything else on here that I can find real quick. What's this? Oh, wait, what? Was this something that I came to say? Hold on. No, but this was, oh wow, hold on. Let me look at this. This looks like it might be what we're looking for, actually. And I don't know if I'm right, but we'll see. These documents came out ahead of today's hearing. They were filed today, 10/19 at 10:07 a.m. And it says here, I'm going to share it with you guys. Oh, that's big. Okay. I'll blow it up when I go to read it. But it says memorandum regarding possible disqualifications or sanctions. So I think you know where we're going with this one. Who messed up? Well, somebody did. They all kind of did. Hey, Cheryl, welcome in. Or welcome to the part of the live where I haven't seen you yet because I've been reading so much. Let's say I don't know how long you've been in here, but I don't think you've been in here that long. I think you just came in. So this one says memorandum regarding possible disqualifications or sanctions. Any issues or concerns regarding representation shall be focused on the Sixth Amendment in Article 1, Section 13. Okay. Rights of the accused. Continuity of counsel is critical for adequate representation. Article 1, Section 12 of the Indiana Constitution must also be given consideration. Mr. Allen has developed a strong and trusting bond with Mr. Baldwin. Disqualification of either of his court-appointed attorneys would greatly prejudice his right to counsel and a timely trial. Guess I mean, you know, you messed up. I'm just going to read the highlighted parts. Disqualification of counsel is an extreme remedy for any alleged or perceived violation of a court's order. There is no case allowing disqualification when an individual not part of the attorney's office or staff surreptitiously purloins information from the attorney and disseminates it without permission or the attorney's knowledge. I'm just rereading to make sure. Okay. Proof of furthermore, any sanction first requires proof of knowing, willful, or intentional conduct, as do the rules of professional conduct. Here, the attorney's trust in office were violated without his knowledge. So, I think that he's saying that the person that we all think released the photos, that is the person that released them, because it says, violated without his knowledge, like his trust. It says, like his trust, I don't know, in office were violated. So I'm thinking that was true. And then the next one, the disseminators do not fit that definition. Attorney Baldwin did nothing wrong. He was snookered and abused. So apparently he wants maybe to stay. I don't know. I doubt it. I don't think so. The issue before the court is a horrible tragedy created by persons not related to the defense of Mr. Allen. There were 3 disseminators, one of which committed suicide after the law enforcement investigation began. Mr. Baldwin trusted a friend to respect his office space. He was betrayed. So I guess it was Mr. Baldwin's pictures. And that's the end of it. Like, so wow. So that I think that they disseminated that information, and they probably had to recuse herself because, in my opinion, I think probably the judge was going to make them recuse themselves. That's just, I don't know. Well, hopefully we'll find out. I want to know. I know you all want to know. I wanted to see Richard Allen today. Now, they usually always get a shot of him coming into court. Let me see something real quick. I know that Court TV was going to be like in there. I wonder if they ended up doing like a short video, like, just kidding, we're not doing that. Like, it'll probably be out tonight because, that it's still the same one from earlier. So I'm going to keep my eyes and ears on this and see what's going on, because this is getting so confusing. You know what I mean? Like, all this information. So his lawyers, why would, okay, I don't know. Because really, why would they quit? After they put out a 136-page memorandum, they did all of that sleuthing. They wouldn't just quit if they didn't have to quit. If they didn't have to be like, I'm pretty sure they made him do it. I just don't see how they would make him do that. But they did say, the prosecutor said that ever since like that picture came out, like right after that, he's been doing good. Like, his mental health has returned to good, he's eating better, like he's sleeping, they said. So he may look better than he did when we saw him sitting in that little picture with him looking all frail, because that's when he wasn't eating. He was eating paper. He wasn't eating food. He wasn't sleeping. He was breaking his tablet. He was having outbursts. Now they said that he's doing all the things that a regular jailie does, and he's going to recreation and all that. So he may look just like he did prior to, like, when he was in the yellow. When we saw him, whenever he looked fuller. But I would like to see a picture of him. That's for sure. Let me go back to Twitter one more time before I get off here, because you never know. What's this? Oh, that's just like a preview. Man, nobody could get a picture or video. Well, they couldn't do pictures, but they couldn't get a video. Okay, make sure you're following me over on Twitter, by the way, because I'd be posting stuff there all the time. Try to. But that's all I have for you for this live. Tonight we're going to do Long Island serial killer Rex Heuermann. Oh my Lord, that's another one. You guys, they had a press conference yesterday. I've only got to listen to half of it. I'm going to listen to the rest right now, actually, with my headphones in, because it was a little quiet. And I'll try to find a better version for you guys to listen to. But there are so many things they're talking about. I heard them say Heuermann's wife was there, so she knew about some of this stuff, like a lot of the stuff. Gilbert is going to be probably placed in his little serial killer victim kit. So we're leaps and strides over here are happening, leaps and strides, because I've said since the beginning, Shannon, on this live even, I believe she's one of the victims. I don't believe she just ran out of her damn clothes and died. I don't believe it. I don't believe that. Maybe it was her mother that did that to me. Maybe her mama made me feel like that, but her mama fought for her. So, and it's sad that she's not here. Oh, if you want, you can email me anything at TitaniumBuilt at gmail.com. It actually, my email just came in the chat. So, Nathan, it's been canceled. So what happened was they canceled it because his attorneys quit, or they had to recuse themselves. I'm not sure exactly. We're not sure exactly which yet, but we'll be figuring that out. I'll let you guys know. I'll do, if it's something short, I'll probably just do a pre-recorded, but either way, I'll make sure I get it out to you. And then I'll tell you guys all in like the live as well. So, you'll know. So yeah, it's been canceled, but maybe there'll be like a short video of him walking to and from the car that they'll get. Who knows? You know how court TV does. Sometimes they'll get something. So, but tonight we'll do Long Island. Tomorrow, Vandersloot, the proffer came out, y'all. The proffer came out, and they came out with audio of him confessing for Natalie Holloway's homicide, and Nancy Grace came out with a video. So we'll do all of that on tomorrow night, Friday, and then tonight we'll do Long Island. So I will see you guys all back here at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good day. I will see you guys all very, very soon. Bye, guys.